Welcome to Leopard Farm. Once roaming the Great Plains by the tens of millions, the American bison, commonly known as the wild buffalo, had all but disappeared by the late 1800s. Indiscriminate hunting and habitat loss had driven them to the brink of extinction, with fewer than 1,000 remaining in the wild. Thanks to decades of dedicated conservation efforts, their numbers have made a remarkable recovery. Today, about 500,000 bison live across the United States, the vast majority of them on large ranches and protected public lands. But that success story has also come with unexpected complications. As bison populations have grown and herds have expanded beyond fenced boundaries, they have increasingly come into conflict with people, crops, and property. The giant animals can destroy fences, trample fields, block highways, and even injure or kill anyone who gets too close. These conflicts have sparked fierce debates about safety, property rights, and how to balance wildlife conservation with everyday life in rural America. In response, federal and state agencies have implemented more stringent population control measures. These include tightly managed hunting seasons that allow licensed hunters to use special tags to take a limited number of animals. The goal? Maintain herds at sustainable levels, minimize property damage, and protect native ecosystems from overgrazing. When it comes to rifles, most experienced bison hunters opt for large bore bullets that combine deep armor penetration with powerful knockdown power. The time-tested 30-06 Springfield, the powerful 300 Winchester Magnum, and the flat-shooting 338 Winchester Magnum top the list. These bullets deliver the energy needed to quickly and humanely dispatch a 2,000 pounder, minimizing pain even with the hardest shots.
Again, reload.
A high-quality scope with variable magnification, usually in the 3-9x or 4-12x range, is almost mandatory in the open country where bison roam. Modern optics with adjustable parallax, drop compensators, and illuminated reticles allow you to aim accurately, whether the bull is 100 yards out on the prairie or 300 yards up a hillside. When the time comes, the shot must be perfect. The bison's vital area is just behind the neck shoulder, about a third of the body's height. That's where the heart and lungs are hidden behind thick hide and solid muscle. A well-aimed shot will bring the animal down quickly and cleanly. Bison are incredibly resilient and agile for their size, so calm is key. Stay calm, exhale, and shoot gently. If the bull doesn't fall immediately, prepare to shoot again in the same vital area. The second shot, when necessary, is part of the responsibility we have when hunting these magnificent animals to ensure the hunt is as quick and humane as possible. Once a bison has fallen, don't rush in. Stand back, watch carefully, and have your rifle ready. Wounded animals can still burst with unexpected force. Approaching too early is one of the most common and dangerous mistakes when hunting big game. Planned bison hunting actually plays a vital role in maintaining the health of the herd. By preventing overpopulation, it prevents overgrazing, which damages grasslands, erodes soil, and pushes out other species. Including cattle on nearby ranches, money from license and tag fees often goes directly into conservation, restoring habitat, funding anti-poaching patrols, and supporting the herd itself. It's a win-win that most people don't expect. So what do you think? Is strictly regulated bison hunting a legitimate part of conservation, or does hunting such a powerful animal cross an ethical line for you? Leave your thoughts in the comments. I read them all. Hey everyone, welcome back to Leopard Farm. Before we jump in, let me hit you with a quick brain teaser. Name a wild animal where the ladies don't just run the show. They're actually bigger, stronger, and flat out dominate the guys. Lions? Wolves? Nice try, but no. The true bosses of the animal kingdom are spotted hyenas. These bold, super smart predators rule the African plains like nobody's business. Now here's the wild part. More than 15,000 of them are suddenly showing up in the United States, heading straight for neighborhoods and farms. Yeah, you heard that right. Hyenas in America. What happens when one of nature's toughest apex predators collides with suburban backyards and family ranches? Buckle up, hit that subscribe button, and let's break it all down. Things turned serious fast this year. Just in January, authorities fielded over 90 urgent calls about hyenas prowling into neighborhoods, tearing through farms, and going after livestock. Ranchers are getting hammered. Goats, sheep, and even young calves vanishing overnight. One Arizona rancher woke up to find 12 of his sheep gone in a single raid, a gut punch that cost him around $18,000 between the animals and the damage. Add it all up across the region, and we're looking at nearly $30,000 in losses already. Local officials have no choice but to step up. Emergency task forces, extra patrols at night, and yes, even talks about controlled culling. The big question now is, what can farmers and communities do right now to protect their herds and stop this from turning into a full-blown crisis? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'm reading every single one. When the government issued an official call for controlled, legal hyena culls to protect rural communities, top-tier hunting outfits and world-class shooters didn't hesitate. They've answered by forming tight-knit strike teams, usually 5 to 10 strong, where every member has a clear job. You got veteran trackers reading the ground like a map, riflemen carrying proven big game rounds like .308 Winchester or .30-06 Springfield, and spotters running the latest thermal and night vision gear to pick up heat signatures in pitch black. The rules are strict. Hunts only happen inside mark zones, with hard limits on numbers taken to protect the ecosystem. To make it worth the effort, the government pays solid bounties, anywhere from $500 to $2,000 a head, based on the animal's size and how big a threat it poses. Still, outfitting a single team can easily top $10,000 per trip when you add up rifles, optics, ammo, fuel, and getting everyone on location.
Yes!
These hunts kick off during the dry season, when water holes dry up and hyenas push closer to villages looking for easy meals. Operations zero in on hot spots, remote farms, open savannas, and the fringes of national parks where attacks have spiked. Finding them starts with reading the signs: fresh paw prints, scattered bones, droppings, or that eerie whooping laugh echoing across the plains at night. Once the team pins down a location, the spotter takes over, calling out range and wind through a headset, keeping eyes locked on the target with thermal optics while the shooter settles in. Most shots happen between 50 and 200 yards. Close enough for accuracy, far enough to stay safe. For a clean, instant kill, the bullet goes for the vitals, heart-lung area, or a precise headshot. It's fast, ethical, and gets the job done without unnecessary suffering. For the farmers and families living on the edge of the wild, every confirmed hyena means one less nightmare prowling in the dark. A single, well-executed hunt can take down anywhere from 3 to 10 hyenas, depending on the landscape and how big the pack is. With government bounties paying $500 to $2,000 a head, a sharp team can pull in as much as $20,000 in one outing. Of course, fuel, ammo, rifles, and getting out to remote areas eat into that take-home pay pretty fast. Still, where hyenas are hammering livestock and putting people at risk, these hunts have slashed local populations by 30 to 50%, giving farmers and villages some real breathing room. The downside? Knocking out that many animals can throw the whole ecosystem off balance, and some of the hyenas that survive end up bolder and more dangerous than before. Plus, plenty of folks question, should we start to gun them down at all? For the families losing goats, cattle, and sometimes even loved ones, though, paid hunting feels like the only tool that actually works. Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. When you picture America's wild side, a sleek, shadowy hunter might not be the first thing that pops into your head, but trust me, it deserves a spot. With more than 3.5 million of them prowling across the states, bobcats have masterfully adapted to everything from scorching deserts and dense woodlands to right smack in our suburban neighborhoods. But as their numbers climb, they're stirring up real headaches for ranchers, folks with pets, and whole towns alike. Hang tight, smash that subscribe button if you haven't already, and drop a comment. Should bobcats be chilling in our backyards or kept at arm's length? Out in the heartland's peaceful countryside, an unseen danger stalks with deadly accuracy. Bobcats, quick, clever, and unstoppable, have turned into a major headache for farmers nationwide. These nimble hunters aren't just wandering by. They're zeroing in on goats, chickens, and other backyard animals, leaving chaos in their wake. A lone incident might feel like bad luck, but it's all part of a bigger crisis that's hitting the farming industry for around $137.7 million annually. And behind those stats, you'll find dedicated folks mending broken fences, cutting their losses, and clearing their That's where proven solutions like foot traps come in, trusted by farmers and wildlife pros alike. Top performers include heavy-duty jaw traps, built tough, precise, and tailored specifically for cunning predators such as bobcats. They snap shut with controlled force, securing the animal securely while minimizing unnecessary suffering. For anyone safeguarding rural livelihoods or family homes, these tools deliver the perfect mix of effective control and humane restraint.